whole lot of gang shit. Y'all know what the fuck is going on. Trying this again. Still trying to get stuff ready for the podcast, which I decided that I'm going to name Clatchet. So how is everybody doing? Ooh, I'm a little ashy on this bill. I didn't even notice all that. Oh well. Nobody's on here, so I'm gonna just talk shit and drink this St. James wine. I don't know if it's me, but ever since I had some semi-sweet red velvet, man, this shit is like candy to me. This probably be the last bottle I ever drink. But how's everybody doing? I think I got a little bit too lit the last time I went live. That wasn't cool. It was funny to watch later, but I need to focus on keeping topics. So I'm naming my podcast Clatchet, which is basically is going to be a whole bunch of intellectual stuff, but explained in a, I don't want to say in a nigga way, but just in some real shit. Like, I want to break shit down the way I interpret shit and not the way I hear it in my head. Like, I don't know if anybody like know a different language and you like hear somebody say it and then you interpret it in your head a different way. I want to make the whole thing kind of interpretation of what I hear shit when I actually do hear it. So it's gonna be Clatchet for Classy and Ratchet. I got a page. Please go add my page. I'm still trying to get everything set up so I can do non-live episodes because I kind of want to do something different than this, but I want it to be like a split in between like the Joe Budden podcast type deal with a combination of 85 South because niggas just gonna be talking shit. Hey Sandy, ooh, my old boss is on here. This is really kind of awkward. So I'm going to be starting a podcast and I'm looking for topics to talk about. And right now, I'm using my phone because I'm waiting on all the equipment to come. So hopefully in a week or two, I'll be shooting real episodes and get it on the road. Also, on my Clatchet page, I do have merchandise. If anybody wants to order a hat, a sweater, a mug, or even a sticker to support the podcast, I have that on the page. And right now, I just feel like I'm talking to myself, which is very awkward to me. I don't understand how people sit on the internet all day and talk to themselves. It's something I guess I'm going to have to get used to because I kind of am talking to somebody even if I can't see them. But you know how people be talking, they be like, blase, 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 you hear me? Or whatever, you know what I'm saying? Blah, blah, blah. Like, I can't do that because ain't nobody going to answer back, and I just look dumb. So, hopefully in a week or 2 weeks, I would have my room done, and I'll be actually shooting regular episodes. So, I hope everybody out there is doing well. Right now, you just watching me smoke hookah because I'm not doing anything at all. Don't really have anything to talk about until somebody asks me a question, which is cool with me because I wasn't doing anything anyway. Man, so I looked up on YouTube and I actually seen that you can smoke weed out these things, man, which is crazy. Not saying I smoke. I don't even know how to smoke for real. But I won't front and say I won't eat it edible, but I never learned how to smoke. It just never was my thing. This is probably the most smoking no, not probably. This is the most smoking I've done in my life. And it's out of hookah, which ain't really smoking. I got a comment. What does it say? What's good, Chuck? What's the word, man? What's the word? What's the word? So sorry I'm not being real entertaining. I got a bunch of topics that I'm probably gonna have on the real podcast when I actually start doing the podcast or whatnot. Pre-recorded. I got this notebook full of all stuff. Um, Let me see what I got so far. One of the things I got. I want to talk about toxic females and how females be toxic now. I hope to have my friend on her to have a female point of view. I got a topic called "Why Your Homegirl Is Your Enemy," and that's about how girls be hating on their friends. I got a topic about people who have no right to be bougie. I'm a king of that topic. I got somebody in mind that I want to talk about in Pacific, because people be acting like they hell on their high horse, man, and like they got super big standards. And it's cool to have standards, man, but like, you can't be a dusty foot, man, and have bougie standards. I got a couple of stories I want to talk about. I got a topic I want to talk about. How do you feel when you double back on your ex and she better than what she was the first time? I want to break down some like woke documentaries and talk about those in kind of a regular way. I got a few guests I want to have on here who got their own stories to tell, and I got a story too. But I decided that I wasn't gonna sit here this whole time and just tell y'all my story part for part. I'm kind of sneaking in when I'm talking to other people as it relates to their stories and stuff. So, yeah, I got a gang of stuff that I want to get up. I'm just trying not to waste all the material on going live right now. That's probably no smoke. But I do appreciate the people who do watch my live, because this has definitely helped me practice to doing the real deal. And I hope to get stuff started and everything. So, yeah. Yep. And I'm sitting here chilling. So until somebody asks me something, y'all basically just gonna be watching me chill. Man, this year been trash though. I ain't gonna lie. There's a lot of stuff that I wanted to do this year that I didn't get a chance to do because the whole world shut down. But it's also been a good year because I've learned how to use my own resources instead of going out and asking other people for stuff. And it's pushed me to do stuff that I put on the back burner. My work-life balance has been kind of crazy lately, and I'm working on taking my personal life back, which is kind of dope. And I hope everybody has not taken this year for granted, because this year will teach you a motherfucker a lot of shit about, you know what I'm saying, they don't know about themselves. I can't hear you that good. Ah, shit. Yeah, man, this definitely been a year to, you know what I'm saying, focus on yourself and invest in yourself, man, because you can depend on these companies, and these companies are shut down, man, and put a nigga out of work and shit, man. So that's definitely, you know what I'm saying, like, we gotta learn to be self-dependent. We can't sit here and complain about other people and what other people do for us and what other people don't do for us if we not self-sufficient. Like, I'm all for Black Wall Street, black banks, black grocery stores, black communities, man, because we got to be dependent on ourselves. We can't depend on other people to pay us. We go feed our families, but then they take their wealth and they go to another community. We got to build our own communities, and not like on no gang shit, man, where we turn down shit. But on I guess not. I don't want to put that on gang shit, but it could be like some good gang shit, like excuse me, Like we gotta build each other up and pool our money together and focus on us because ain't nobody else gonna focus on us besides us. What's up, Rossi? What's the word? What's the word, man? I'm sitting here with my ashy knees, dog, man, in the crib. Talking about the podcast or whatnot. But yeah, man, we gotta start investing in ourselves and building our own wealth and stop waiting for other people to give us what we need, because just like these people can give us what we need, they can take everything from us and then pack up and leave. And that's exactly what's happening with America now. We waking up and we're going to these jobs and we living decent lives like these jobs, but as soon as something like this happen, man, and they decide to cut corners, everything shut down, like what we gonna be? So like, not to, speak on some like Black Panther superpower stuff, but we gotta start depending on each other and not depending on everybody else. And that's not racist against everybody else, because everybody else do it too. We just gotta practice the same type of economics. And I got a comment. What it do, man? Sid, nothing, her at the crib chilling, man. Rossi on the live, he be dropping them bars, man. I fuck with Rossi the long way, that's my bro. I love you. Pause. Yeah, so hopefully I get this podcast off the ground, man, and I start talking about some real shit. I got a lot of fuck shit to talk about too, but I got some real shit, man. I'ma sprinkle in. I realized watching back the last live I did about the thought chickens that I was entirely too tipsy when I was doing that shit, man, and maybe I should have ate something instead of just waking up and jumping on live. That was a bad idea. But you live and you learn. I want to have some guests too. I got a couple guests lined up. I kind of want to do some advertisement for some stuff when I do the actual podcast too, but not like, you know what I'm saying, YouTube advertisements and stuff. I want to advertise my people stuff. If I got people who selling stuff like my homeboy Chuck on here, or my bro Chuck, I want to advertise his eBay store, man. He be selling the gently used polos, polo Ralph Lauren vintage gear, the vintage polo Ralph Lauren stuff. Man, go support my boy Chuck. He be having a gang of other stuff. My daughter be selling a lot of stuff too. Like she be selling like slides and keychains with lip gloss and little puff balls and the little, I think they call it gibbets that go in the clogs. But she be selling a lot of stuff online on her Instagram. It's a doll thing, and I'm gonna get her on here one day, man, so she can advertise her stuff. Like, I'm so proud of my daughter. She's supposed to be turning 12 in 12 days. No, not 12 days. 15 days. She's supposed to be turning 12. And man, like, she got her own business and she doing her own thing, and I think that's super dope, man, because she not trying to wake up and work for anybody else. She trying to make it so she can produce our own revenue stream, which I'm really proud of her because, I mean, like, I go to work every day and I work a job, but I know she's always seen me try to make revenue doing other stuff and not being bound down to a job. And it's the same thing with her mom. Like, her mom has been self-employed most of her life. So, I mean, I give her credit too, but yeah, man, we got to start spending money amongst each other and start building our communities up, man, instead of other people's communities, or even, you know what I'm saying, going in our communities, and you got, you know, people who set up shop in our community and make all the money and then run out that bitch. Like, you don't see these Arab people, man, you know what I'm saying, living in our hood and everything. They take their money and they go right back to their family and break it down. Which, so, like, even with that, man, it's a liquor store down the street from me. I don't even know the name of that bitch, dog. Like, I ain't even gonna lie to you. Like, it's just a liquor store down the street. So, I went to the liquor store one time. I went there to buy some beers. Just some little simple stuff, man. My laptop keep on going out. I went to buy some beers and some simple stuff or whatnot. So they had these little things. Rossi, I don't know if you still on her, but you put me on this shit. They like these beer bombs, and they look like a circle, and they got a freaking cap on there, like a soda. You know what I'm saying? So he was like, these beer bombs look dope. So I was like, man, you know what? I'm gonna try this shit. So I went down to the liquor store. I bought some stuff. They had the beer bombs. They got every flavor from like sour apple, chocolate, lime, margarita flavor, like all that. Just all these little beer bombs, and I don't even know if I'm calling it the right shit. So I went down there, you know what I'm saying? So I'm at the shelf where they got all the stuff in the front by the register. It's a man. I don't even want to call him Arab because I don't know if he was Arab. He could have been Pakistani, and I don't want to offend nobody. Middle Eastern to make it simpler. So yeah, so I'm at the thing. So I'm at the thing, at the counter, you know what I'm saying, asking him. I'm like, so which one you think is the best one? You got anyone that you like, you know what I'm saying? So the guy looked at me, and what he said was, I don't drink. I'm Muslim. Which was crazy to me. And there was a wake-up moment because I'm looking at this man, and he owned this liquor store, but he don't drink. So basically, he got this poison, you know what I'm saying, that he's selling to everybody, but he don't use it himself. He not buying beers. He not, you know what I'm saying, taking Henny to the head, driving the boat and all that shit. Man, this cat's just selling this shit to us, you know what I'm saying? And we coming to this stuff, we buying this shit that he think is detrimental to us. He doesn't believe in using because he feels like it's bad for him, but because it's bad for him, he don't feel like it's bad for us. So he like, cool, I'm gonna set up shop in y'all hood. I'm gonna poison y'all, but I'm gonna keep myself clean because I ain't gonna fuck with it. I'm like, man, damn, that's crazy. So I asked the man because I'm kind of off guard of him telling me that he don't use this stuff, and I'm like, so can I ask you a question? I'm being very respectful to the guy. I'm like, how do you feel about selling this product to people that you don't even use? You know what I'm saying? Like, you don't believe in using this stuff, but you feel like it's okay to sell it to us. How does that make you feel? And I'm just, you know what I'm saying, I be talking to people in the store and stuff because I just be inquisitive. I be wondering what be going through people's head. I'm a very shy person, and I don't like sitting down and talking with people, man, but I sit there and have a half-ass conversation with a checker somewhere because I know I can laugh and talk to this motherfucker, but in 5 minutes, I'm out the line. They ain't going to see me again unless I want them to see me. So it's like if I say something embarrassing or something to give me anxiety, like, I'm going to be in the car in 5 minutes anyway. So I asked the man at the liquor store, I'm like, how can you sell this stuff that you don't use? How does that make you feel that you don't believe in drinking liquor, but you okay with selling liquor to us? What's up, Josh? Because that's kind of fucked up. You come down and open a liquor store in our hood, you know what I'm saying, with our people, but then you'll go home and you don't even touch liquor. I mean, I guess it ain't no different than selling crack and you don't actually use crack. Like, you getting as much profit as you can, you know what I'm saying, from a business standpoint because you actually selling some shit that you ain't gonna use. So basically, you're not putting none of your money back into the shit or wasting the money, you know what I'm saying? So yeah, from a business point of view, that's hella dope. From a moral standpoint, You know what I'm saying? Like, damn, like you selling this shit to us, but you not going to your community and you not using it. And I guess it's the same thing with crack because like a nigga not going, you know what I'm saying, sell crack and smoke crack. But at the same time, who said that selling crack was right? I know people who sell weed, you know what I'm saying, but they sell weed basically to smoke weed themselves, like that's their habit. So anyway, before I get on all on that, so after I asked the dude, how do you feel about selling this shit? Some other little young Middle Eastern jumped off the thing and was like, why are you asking him that shit? Like, that's disrespectful. And I'm like, man, like, who the fuck is you talking to? So I ignore the dude, man, because I'm up here chilling. I'm just coming to get my shit and leave. And so I asked the dude, you don't feel no type of way about it, you know what I'm saying? So then the other dude started talking shit. I almost got into a whole thing where I was going to smack the other dude because I asked the dude my name after he was talking shit to me. And he told me he wasn't going to tell me. He walked from behind the counter. So when he walked from behind the counter and started stocking shit, I started walking towards him. He ran to the back. And I was ready to motherfucking smack the shit out that dude. But me being the age that I am, I can't do shit like that. I can't afford to go to jail. And my daughter was at home, so I had to think about all these motherfucking things. I came into the store feeling good, man, ready to buy some beer and shit like that, man, to chill out on a Sunday. And motherfucker, I could have walked out that not walked out that motherfucker. I could have got arrested for smacking the shit out of a rude ass motherfucker in the store, and my daughter was at home by herself. So that shit wasn't cool at all. But it just leave me to feel like, damn, man, like, and I ain't buy shit from the motherfucking store, man. I go to a whole different store now. Matter of fact, I be buying my shit from Snooks. And I ain't saying Snooks is the best place in the world, man, but these motherfuckers don't give a fuck about us. I bet you who owns Snooks drink, you know what I'm saying? But these Middle Easterns, they be buying that, they be buying this shit, they sell it in our hood. They don't fucking use it, but they don't give a fuck about giving it to us, you know what I'm saying? Like, how much do you give a fuck about us as a people? Do you even look at us as a person? Because you're going to stop your brother, man, you know what I'm saying? Especially being as part of Muslim faith, you're going to stop your brother from doing anything that he's not supposed to be doing. If your brother doing it, you know what I'm saying, then you're going to be like, no, you're not supposed to be drinking. That ain't in the Quran and blah, blah, blah. But you're giving to us, like, you don't give a fuck about us. Like, you don't even look at us as humans or as equal people. And I'm like, damn, that shit fucked up. So anytime I go buy liquor from someplace, I be asking questions to ask, do they drink and what do they drink and shit, because I don't feel comfortable buying liquor from a motherfucker who don't believe in drinking, because how can you not drink and then you sell me that shit? You go on Goodfella and shit, man. You got the motherfucking, what's the gas station on Goodfella and Lillian? It's two of them bitches right there, man. But them niggas don't sell alcohol and they don't drink alcohol. And I fuck with them for the point, even though I was mad as fuck. I went in on one day, man, and I was trying to buy, man, some liquor and shit on the late night, and they ain't had shit. But them motherfuckers ain't selling shit that they don't believe in using themselves. Like, don't let a motherfucker sell you some shit that they ain't rocking with. They think you beneath them. And why you gonna give somebody your money that openly act like they beneath you? Like, man, like, we all know, like, these clothing brands and stuff, like, they don't be giving a fuck about us. But, like, Gucci ain't never gave a fuck about us. But the moment Gucci did some fuck shit, and they ain't really apologize for it, you know what I'm saying, in a real good fashion, or what was that, H&M, they did the biggest ape in the jungle type shit, you know what I'm saying? It's like, if you do some fuck shit, then like, why should I keep on, you know what I'm saying, supporting you if you don't really respect me? If you feel some type of way about me, that's cool, man, but at least hide that shit. You gonna respect me, dog, man. You ain't gotta like me. You ain't gotta give a fuck about me, but you gonna respect me. You gonna respect my dollar. You gonna respect my presence. You gonna respect everything. If not, you know what I'm saying, you just gonna meet the alternative. And that's why we gotta stop shopping at these bullshit-ass places that don't give a fuck about us. And this was a big-ass rant that I ain't even believe in going into. To my 2 watchers right now, I'm not popping right now, but it's cool. When I get on YouTube, I want motherfuckers to run my numbers up so I can get this check. So I'm up here smoking this bootleg ass hookah with these fucking tips that barely fit in this bitch because I don't want my mouth or nobody else's mouth on my shit, especially with the Rona going around. Yeah, but we gotta stop supporting people who don't give a fuck about us and start supporting each other. Like if you got people, you know what I'm saying, like they be doing all that shit about support small businesses and shit. Like man, that's the lick. If you got some homies, you know what I'm saying, they got a clothing line or you know what I'm saying, sell trinkets or bracelets or this and that and yada yada yada. Go support your people instead of buying some bullshit. You know what I'm saying? You can't get around shit like Amazon and motherfucking Walmart and shit. They always gonna have a low, and like a nigga still gotta be competitive, man. But if it's some shit you can buy from your own people, dog, man, man, support your own people. But that don't mean support a motherfucker just because they own people too. Cause sometimes your own people can act like fuck niggas too, and you gotta stop spending money with them, cause motherfuckers be acting entitled. Like customer service come at a price, you know what I'm saying? Customer service is actually more important than the price. I don't give a fuck if you dirtball cheap. You talk to me like I'm shit. Fuck you and your product. I go get that shit from somebody who treat me good. It's like, man, fucking lie to me. Make me feel good. I'll buy your shit. But don't spit in my face and be like, take this shit for a dirtball price. You might as well be fucking disrespecting me. I mean, it is disrespect. Not might as well. But anyway, I got this big old rant. I'm going to close this shit off in a minute. And I just want to say thank you for watching. Anybody who did watch. All my equipment to have a podcast and do this shit official is coming on the way. The actual podcast is not going to be me on live. It's going to be like the real deal. You know what I'm saying? On the podcast. I hate my last time I went live. They cut me off when I was talking about thought chickens and all that, man. I don't know what the fuck went on in, and I gotta stop cursing and stuff. But really, I'm just trying to practice it. I'm trying to practice on not getting too lit, talking to myself, unless I got a guest. You know what I'm saying, and opening up some better dialogues. So I got a gang of topics. I'm writing down topics every day. If anybody has a topic that they want me to touch on or something they want me to say, woo-de-woo-de-woo. Man, inbox me. Follow the Clatchet page. I got merch on there. I got dad caps. I got hoodies. I got stickers. I got motherfucking. I said motherfucking, and I just said it again. I gotta stop cursing. I got coffee mugs on there, man, for the low. Like I got some cheap stuff on there. You know what I'm saying? If you want to buy a hoodie, man, spend that $3, man, and buy a sticker or something, you know what I'm saying? Like, I ain't straight out asking for money or no shit like that. But on the real, you know what I'm saying? Every bit count. Who's that? Oh, what's good, Chuck? You still here? We gotta support each other, you know what I'm saying? We gotta support each other and not get big-headed when we up. And we gotta bring other people up, man. Like, this the whole thing. In 2021, man, we gotta exchange knowledge. We gotta exchange resources. We gotta all be at the top. Like, I know y'all be tripping off of the gang of this shit that Dame Dash be saying, man, and be like, dude, crazy, but Dame Dash be on some real shit. Dame Dash made Jay a millionaire. He made Kanye a millionaire. He made Cameron a millionaire. He made Jim Jones a millionaire. Like, he made everybody around him a millionaire. So if he ever fall, you know what I'm saying, it ain't nothing for him to ask for a couple thousand from everybody in his circle, and he'll be right back up. You know what I'm saying? And that's what we gotta do. We gotta lift each other up. We gotta build, you know what I'm saying, each other. But that also comes with respect. It also comes with, man, thinking that we're a team and not thinking anybody better than the other just because one doing better than the other, and staying grounded, man. But as long as we separate, man, these people gonna come in our neighborhood and they gonna sell this bullshit ass product that they don't even fucking use themselves. They gonna take their money and go back to their hood and then treat you like shit. And then on top of that, not only and I'm speaking to this as my viewer is a male, not only do they sit here and sell you this motherfucking liquor, which if you use too much of it, it's gonna have you fucked up, it's gonna have you lazy, it's gonna have you fucking not being able to do shit. You can gain an addiction from it. fucking you can lose your kidneys. So not only they give a fuck about you to fuck all your shit up, and then they take that shit back to their hood, they place where they live and they family. They also in that motherfucker all day trying to fuck all women. So they saying, nigga, fuck you, I'm gonna make you decapacitated, and I'm gonna try to fuck all y'all gals, nigga, because we don't give a fuck. Like, if that ain't motherfucking slavery, and like, you know what I'm saying, like, we be mad at the white people putting us in slavery, but then we willingly support these places and put ourselves in slavery too. Like, man, motherfuckers got me fucked up. You got one chance to show me that you don't give a fuck about me, and my dollar is no longer spent. I work too motherfucking hard for my shit to just throw my shit away from a motherfucker who, like, fuck me. And if you feel like fuck me, at least respect me and smile in my face. Talk that shit to my back, but don't show me that it's fuck me. That's some bullshit. And motherfuckers gotta start respecting themselves more, just not to let that happen. I'm gonna drink liquor regardless. That ain't their fault. You know what I'm saying? But now, I don't go to that motherfucking liquor store down the street. I drive over to Snooks and I buy my liquor at Snooks. And I'm completely fine with that. Or even if I do buy liquor at a motherfucking liquor store, a lot of times it be a place where it be a black person work there. And not saying that they don't be using us black people as a pawn, as a black face to try to get they same dollar to go out to the hood, but at least they giving back some type of shit. I ain't asking niggas to split shit 50-50, but at least hire a black worker, you know what I'm saying? I don't give a fuck if that motherfucker under the table. Matter of fact, I'd rather it be underneath the table so they can go get unemployment, food stamps, or whatever else they need and get your money. I'm cool with that. But yeah, we gotta have more self-respect. So, to wrap this up again, Clatchet podcast coming soon. Equipment coming in like 2 weeks. I'm gonna be doing pre-recorded shit. Shout out to everybody. Shout out to my bro Chuck. Shout out to Rossi. Shout out to you know what I'm saying, gang of people that y'all ain't out here right now, which I realize I'm doing this at a weird time. This is just a commercial for everything. I want to do a whole bunch of woke documentaries, but explaining it in like some straight nigga type ways. And I don't mean nigga like detrimental. I mean nigga like with an A, not the ER. I'm going to be on a whole bunch of nigga shit. So if anybody got any type of suggestions or documentary they want me to watch and break down on some real shit, man, I'm fucking with that. Anybody got some stories and shit they want to get on this motherfucker and smoke hookah on the couch and I talk to them, I'm down with that. Anybody got some subjects and shit they want me to go back and forth, I'm down with that. I also got a multi-track recorder that I can hook my phone up to, so I'm going to be accepting callers also when I do the real podcast. I can't accept callers right now, obviously, because I'm on the phone, but I'm set up for that, you know what I'm saying? And I want to thank all my current supporters and all my future supporters. Work with me a little bit. I ain't got everything all the way, but I appreciate everybody for rocking with me, and I'm finna sign off. Clatchet.